Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and what I'm about to do right now is edit all of the keeper photos from the Pentax 5-minute portrait, where I used the Nikon D5600, 18-55, as well as the 70-300 kit lens. Now, if you haven't checked out that 5-minute portrait, just look for the I button in the top right-hand corner. Go ahead and give it a click if you're on YouTube, and you can see the thumbnail that says 5-minute portrait in Pentax or whatever it's called, because I actually haven't made it yet. But it's going to be up there, so don't forget to click on it. And don't forget, over on the website, you can download sample RAW files for yourself so that you can edit them and follow along as I do it. Now, keep in mind, this is a longer type video because I am editing the photos as if I was editing them and you weren't watching, but figured since I have to edit them, I might as well record it and share it with you. I'm using Adobe Lightroom CC. The DNG files that I send that you guys can download, you can open them in Adobe Lightroom as well and give them your own edits. So as always, let me know what you think about my edits, and if you would do something different, which I'm sure some of you would, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. So now, let's get to the edits. So here we are with all of the, I would call them the keeper images from Pentax, or at least the images that I want to go ahead and edit first. It looks like there's 140 of them. We're going to go through them, we're going to edit them, and we'll talk about them. And we'll also probably get rid of some because at the very end, I'll go through and see what the best of the best of the best with honor, sir, are. Now, this is done with the 18-55 kit lens. It is VR, but the VR is not actually turn-onable from the outside of the lens. It has to be done inside the camera. The first thing I notice here is how bad the white balance was. It totally missed. Just totally came out way too yellow. So there's that. And then I just do my thing. The one thing I actually didn't look at here, I know I just started, but let's see what lens correction does. Wow. Wow. It actually works. So I have to decide, do I like the vignette or does this look cleaner? And wow, does that actually look cleaner? I mean, I love the vignetting, but holy shit, does that clean up the image. And it knows exactly what lens it is and everything. I was not expecting that. It's something I don't always go and do is click on lens correction. It's not something I notice or consider very often. Now, black and white probably doesn't work in this situation, and this may not be one of those images that I end up keeping anyway. I mean, I know we're going to use it in the video. If you haven't seen the real-world review, or sorry, the 5-minute portrait, that's what we're calling this one, you can head over to the site and check it out. You know, I was trying to tell the photo story. I don't know that I'm going to want to hit lens correction on every single one. Yeah, on this one, it's minimal, the difference. This time at 55 millimeters, but at 18 millimeters, you see a major difference. She's got a cupcake tattoo right there on her wrist. Hopefully you guys aren't getting too hungry, but if you haven't followed Pamcakes Philly on Instagram, it's Pamcakes Philly. Let her know the Fro sent you. And if you ever stop in Philly, go ahead and pick yourself up some pancakes. Yes, that's noise. Yes, that's grain. I'm at 2500 ISO, but printed out, you'd never know the difference. Zooming into 1:1, you can see it. Not a deal breaker. Don't really care about it. 1/125th of a second, 1/60th of a second. So these are too similar. I like to do this. I like to sync them a lot. It just makes things easier to sync. Wow. What a difference this really does make. It brightens up underneath, but I don't know that I want this brightened up. See, that's the other thing. But I do like that it brightens up in the face a little bit. What a major difference. And it does look like it crops ever so slightly, but holy shit, does it really make a difference. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. I got the whole egg whitesies going up in there. Yeah, actually, not a bad sync job. And as always, if you're new to these editing videos, I don't do a ton of talking. It's really more about the editing than anything.
I do throw in some commentary from here, sometimes here or there. I'm also using a new mic. For those of you who are wondering, this is the Rode NT-USB. I like it more for what I'm doing than the Podcaster. The Podcaster is awesome if you are doing just if somebody's mixing the audio afterwards and really doing something. But this this one that I'm using right now, the NT-USB, I love the boomy sound because look, as you get closer, it gets boomier, and as you get further away, it actually still sounds pretty good. I will say this lens is, I'm not going to say complete garbage, but it's garbage. And I don't say that to discourage people. I say it because the major issue with kit lenses is the fact that people think that their camera sucks, but it's the lenses that suck. And the sooner that you realize that once you get good glass, you never go back, and it helps you love photography more, that's when you get away from using kit lenses. I mean, I've got this kit lens is a non-VR version of the brand new 70-300 DX, and yeah, you get range and you get a 6.3 all the way out at the end, but holy shit, does it suck. Indoors, I'll say it sucks indoors. Outdoors, gonna be perfectly fine for the most part. But sometimes I like that. And when I'm talking about that, I like that it draws you into the image with the vignette. Is that just too much? I like the details in there that it's leaving. I also know that it's way too yellow. Could a black and white work on this one? Because color just looks like a snapshot. But black and white just looks, oh, well, let's find out. I mean, fine. We'll make it work. We'll make a black and white work because it's more behind the scenes. We'll sync them, but that doesn't mean I'm going to keep them all black and white. Yeah, that works. But let's see what I wish there was a quick button for some of this stuff. I don't know. See, do you see what I'm saying? This just makes it too perfect. And not really perfect, but too... I like the shade that's going on in here. And by shade, I mean the black and... I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Maybe this one could work. No, I'm talking about all this stuff in the side. Let's just go with it. 1/60th of a second, so that should be about the same. Yeah, nice color on that. See, that looks good. No, it's just, see, too much down here. This is where you're going to get that noise and that grain. And yes, you see it when you zoom in, but look, in the shadow areas, it's not going to be as bad. I like this, and that's what I'm going to keep. This one I got to bring up more. Oh, you know why? Same exposure, but I zoomed in, so it went from 3.5 to f4. So I lost a little bit of light there. Why is there no contrast? I wanted to see something, but that looks good. I'm happy with that. Could probably be happy with the black and white also. We'll take a look. It's in a book. It's reading rainbow. I can go. I met LeVar Burton on a boat. Awesome guy. So nice. I had to stop him. I'm like, I appreciate everything that you've done for all of us people. All of us kids and growing up, watching Reading Rainbow and being inspired by what you've done. And that was awesome. And what's cool here is that I do have mostly the same settings. So there's going to be subtle differences between them all. Yeah, but that's so much better. See, I just think that makes it too bad. I think that makes it way too distracting in the background. Look at the trash can. Look how bright it gets. No, I don't like that. So in some cases, yes, and in other cases, no. And I don't know that I feel the black and white, but I do definitely feel that these are snappy shotty, a little bit more snapshottier than I would be liking. But I think part of that's because of the lens and the depth of field, and that's why I was switched to the other lens. This one may actually work because I want to brighten her up. Nope. 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 A little too yellow. Never understood why people said yellow. It's yellow. Wow, that got rid of a lot of my color. Definitely black and white, right? No, I was kidding. I was only kidding, people. Don't forget to leave those comments down below, please. I'd like to know what you guys think about this, watching these editing videos. Should I continue to do them? They do take a while to make, but color looks good on these, much happier. Look, it's not, as I always say, the camera. It's the person using the camera, and the reason I do these shoots with these lenses is to show you that you can get good results. But the incredible thing is the better results that you can get once you know what you're doing and once you graduate from a $90 kit lens. 1/60th, 1/250th, 1/4. Oh, I switched to the 70 to 200 for the next one. Sorry, 70 to 300. Oh, so that color's going to be way off. Let's just reset. Let's just take out the yellow. Let's go and do this, get a little bit of contrasty up in there, enable lens correction. Not really. That doesn't do much. It seems to affect the wide angle more than anything. Fill in the light in the face. Yeah, wow, look how much I had to go up with the shadows to bring it back. It's not just because of my contrast, but we're making this work. Let's see if what the highlight is. So it's not that bad. I mean, no, don't want to do that. This actually recovered. I'm really happy with how that just recovered. Yeah, I want a little bit of yellow still in there, but that's good. That's sharp. Yes, noise, 3200 ISO, but this is perfectly fine to print out. You would not see any issues with that printed out, even a little larger. And they're both good. Let me play with this a little more. No, I don't want to take out too much yellow. Yeah, that's good. 1/60th of a second. You see, you lose light. You lose light as it goes to f5.3 because it's variable aperture. And that's just one of those things with people starting out. They don't know this. They don't understand, but what's happening? Why is it getting darker? And I ran into the same issue when I started out and I had this Canon 100 to 300 5.6. It was 5.6 at 100 and 5.6 at 300. Was it? No, it couldn't have been. It was a 3.5 to 5.6. And it was just 100 to 300, and man, oh manowitz, was it terrible. And it wasn't terrible because it was terrible. It was terrible because I bought an extender from a place called Abe's of Maine in the back of like some photo magazine, and they're like, yeah, you need more elements, blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, I'll buy the more expensive one. I didn't know why, but the guy should have said to me, oh, you're using a 5.6 lens. Did you know a 2x converter is going to make it go from f5.6 to f11, and all your pictures will look. It's like, I learned the hard way, but that's your benefit because I learned the hard way, and I'm teaching you not to get screwed the same way that I did get screwed, which is kind of cool to be able to do that for you guys. I like this picture. Do I like the black and whites? It's so hard to say because she's wearing the pink and everything, and it just, I mean, I can do this. I mean, I don't really like the black and white. I really go back in my history here. I just like the color. I mean, she's a colorful person. Cream cheese. I don't like cream cheese personally, so I don't like the cream cheesy. I don't like cream cheese anything, to be honest with you. I'm not going to spend too much time on that one. Sprinkles. These you can play with, and these you can really... No, you can't go that far, but I'll get rid of the yellow. It's cool, though. All those jimmies. Sprinkles. Jimmy's. Sprinkles. What do you guys call them? Comments below. Jimmy's or sprinkles? Or is there a difference? You let me know. See, just get rid of that white balance. Just a little bit of yellow. Yellow. Oh, yeah, better. Yep, that's much better. Much better, batter. Much better, batter. Much better, batter. That's good, man. I got to lick the bowl. Well, I actually didn't get to lick the bowl. I licked the spoon. And man, oh man, was it good. So what I keep looking at over here is the exposure, because if I can, well, lens, I was back to the 18 to 55. So if I could go, say, with something like this, and then sync it, it saves you time. Oy, if you're close. But we're off here. I'm going to have to start over. But you can see how it doesn't blow anything out back here. I mean, very subtle, but this takes a while to edit. It takes a while to edit, guys. When you shoot, it takes a while to edit. I don't normally, you know, I sit here and I talk to you guys about it, which is the only way that I can get through without being distracted, checking email, doing all that stuff, is knowing that I'm recording this. All right, we're going to do this. I'm going to come back with the highlights because I don't want to lose certain things. No, not too far. But I don't care what you shoot with, you should be able to get good results. You really should. And these are usable. These are definitely usable. I don't even use presets ever. All right. It's sharp. Holy Jesus, is that vibrantly, like, there's a window up front which is causing this to be super bright. And the contrast is just bringing that out. Wow, look at this color. Oh, the issue is we've got mixed light. We've got window light coming in from the front, daylight, and then we've got all these lights throwing off a different color, which is causing this to be harder to do than I would like. Harder to get that white balance. I'll have to put up some of these raw files for you guys to play with. Let's just make this work, which I like, actually, black and white here. Oh, man. Oh, man. Takes time. I like it. I actually do like it. Let's sync the rest for now, and I'll probably go back and make some of them color. Super vibrant. Holy such a vibrant thing. You could pump the pink. You could pump the pink right here. Well, that's magenta. We could really pump the pink more, but we don't need to do that. All right, so that kind of works. I like that one. Do you like it in color or black? I like the color. I do like the color, so we'll go with that. Then she was putting stuff into the bake thing, aka we call it an oven. And I was like, hold that right there. But don't let all the oveny stuff out. And by oveny stuff, I mean the heat. But I needed to get this shot because she was putting something into the oven. Kitty, you're touching my foot, buddy. I guess my foot was touching him. He's under the desk sleeping. Not going to be the best of shots, but it tells the story. That doesn't look to be in focus. That doesn't quite look to make it, so goodbye. Yeah, I was having back focusing issues. You'll see it with some of the images. I was having major back focusing issues. It's partly due to the lens, the camera, and this backlight. When you have such strong backlight, it's affecting a lot of what you do. Oh, God. I can pull down the highlights from the back more. See that? You see what it's doing? That's with so much, and that's with it. And I'm not going to go all the way, but I'm just going to go a little way. All the way May. Anybody get that? Anybody get that movie reference? Yeah, I like this. Yep, I like that too. Boom. Then we got these next couple of shots. I've actually played with this one before, and I didn't. This is one that I tested out. I don't like it with the lens correction, but I'm kind of digging the black and white today. So let me sync all these first and foremost. You can see my changes over here. I like how thick it is, though. See, what I liked is her hand. I like the way that this picture is better than the others. And I think it's sharp. Or is it back focus? It's a little... Again, when you're shooting 18 to 55, it's hard to tell. It's not super duper sharp, but I will print this one out, and I don't think I'll be able to tell the difference between sharp and not sharp, to be honest with you, because it is actually... It is there. I mean, it's... What am I at? 2500 ISO. So it's going to be fine. I can tell you that much. Actually, let's do that. Yeah, we could live with that. And I don't want to take... You don't want to take out too much yellow. Yeah, I could live with that. Holy backlight. You also see that you have the GoPro here. Something I wanted to show everybody. I don't know that I'll be able to save this one, but we certainly can try. Wow, this is harder. It's extreme backlight. Look at all the color. We could probably do this if you want to see something happen. Watch this. We'll deal with the blown out backlight. It is what it is, but I just thickened it up. There you go. We saved it. We saved it. Then I had to change my angle. I don't want these all black and white, but we may be stuck with it. So, but that works. Holy shit. I mean, I could make it work. Probably. But I know it's not color. But you see it does work. Wrong way. I'm just creating another because I want to see what we can do here. Something tells me I don't think lens correction is going to work. And then they hide dehaze all the way down here. Jesus. Talk about saturated and vibrance. I'm just seeing if this can work or not. It's not an easy file. But let's deal with it. We'll just go with it. Super vibrant thing. This one we should be able to... Okay, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. It does look good in black and white, though. Just extreme backlight. Still made it work. So now I switch sides. Obviously, why did I pick a picture with Steven in it? I must have accidentally... Let me see what other photos are around this. I guess I was just testing. I don't know. Why did I put Steven in there? I don't know. Oh, well. I don't think Steven was supposed to be in there. All right, here's Steven. Yep, we'll get rid of Steven. So now I held the camera up over my head a little bit. I didn't use the Wi-Fi. Plus, you can see how changing the angle gets rid of all that heavily strong backlight. It's basically the same settings. It's so difficult to go black and white with these because there's a lot of vibrance in color. Especially when she's wearing pink. You know, it is so interesting to see what... Look at the wall to the right. Look at how you lose the color on the wall when you do this. I bet you I can almost get the same effect without straightening it out. I mean, I'm going to go with this and not do the other thing. So you can drop the highlights there. Yeah, I can live with that. Since these are about the same, I'll sync them to get a starting point. Oh, yeah, you notice the bag on the right-hand side? So I had to edit this because, well, my bag was in it. And then I'm like, well, my bag's in it. That's not good. And then I got rid of my bag. And that's important to get rid of the bag. I noticed it when I was doing it. So those are basically not usable shots. I'll just remember that with 7. But Steven will use that in the video because I say, guys, I'm an idiot. I didn't see that, and it's right there. This may work in black and white, though. I still like the color. Let's create a virtual copy. We'll go black and white. Yeah, I do want it a little brighter. Make it nice and thick. Boom. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I mean, it was just... These are okay. Not spectacular, but they're okay. Why did I pick these? I'm still trying to... I guess I was going through... Oh, yeah, she's got the... Look at that filling. That's the strawberry filling. So what happens is she puts down the base, then puts some strawberry inside, then puts more on top like these over here. It's actually pretty cool to watch. I love how it's made, as you guys know. And I also mentioned this in the video that, yes, this normally wouldn't be here because normally I wouldn't have a GoPro up when I'm doing my photo shoot. And same thing with the microphone on her. She had a lot to say, and that was great to hear what she has to say. It's a great way to have like a interview / photo shoot all done at the same time. No, I don't want it straight. Yes, it straightens it out quite a bit. But look, you lose all of this detail and this color over here on the right-hand side. And I know I could go in and change it slightly, but I'm really I like the way that this looks. I just wish I could a little more in the face, but this is extreme backlight. This is where manual exposure comes into play. And then you'll see that I turned to the side on the image after this next one. See, I used her body to block the, yeah, black and white doesn't work, to block out the GoPro up there. And then now I came to the side so I could block it out. But look at the difference between extreme backlight and this. Same exposure, but extreme backlight is gone. It's a difficult situation to shoot in extreme backlight. These are going to end up working, but man, oh, it's black and white actually may work on these because look at the... So what's happening is you're just getting so much extra light bouncing back in the face here. This is with the 70-300. I'm actually happy with how it looks now. Yeah, no, I mean, the color's right. Well, that's a little too yellow. I actually don't mind this. What could I pull back on? Is it in saturation? Yeah, it's a lot of orange. I'll pull back just a little bit. Not terribly too much. And we can live with that. So I'm going to sync these bad boys right now real quick. I'm happy with how that looks. Oh, yeah. This is not dirt, remember. These are crushed up Oreos. I like that. See, that color's a hell of a lot better. Holy Jesus. Just pulling out some of that orange. Yeah, let's pull out some of that orange on some of this stuff. And it will do us good. Let's see. Let's get back to this one. Yeah, it just a little bit. Just a little bit did it well. No, that one's not as good. I like this, but you know, it's hard to get rid of it because I do like the black and white, but the pink of the icing is of the strawberry stuff is really important. So this one doesn't have it, so I'm going to go with this one. But I'm going to keep both. Yes, I go really thick with the contrast. It's just the way that I do's it. All personal preference at the end of the day. Boom, 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 but I'm happy with that. I can live with that. I hope you can too. Cookies and cream. Oh my God, was that tasty. So I missed, but I'm focused right here when she moved in and did that, so... I'm not sure whether we'll do... There, goodbye, yellow brick road. Actually like that. Right there. Let's thicken this up a little bit. No, I'm actually going to go this way on that for once. Recovery just a little bit more on the contrast. You can play with this more because That's probably about right. Just a little bit. There we go. I like it. Then I was like, all right, I'm going to get some close-ups of this. What's the exposure at? 1/125th of a second, f5, 3200. So basically, again, the same exposure. Well, let's do one of these and see how it looks first, because they're two different angles. Yeah, that's a little strong. A little strong on that. Let's see. I think we could probably get away with black and white on this, by the way. I think this looks better because it's cookies and cream. There's not a lot of color going on in here. But you do have that dimension. So I'm going to play with it. Looks like I need to pull back on that orange again, and boom, right there. Did you see the difference? Watch right here in the fingers. Well, I won't zoom in that much, but watch this. See how it's glowy? McGlowerson, minus 46, brings it back. So I'm going to sync all these. And then I'm going to go make some of them black and white. See, exposure change, F5 to F6, just because we zoomed in more. Gloop, 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 gloop. Gloop, 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 gloop. Super cool, though. You got to go there. You just got to go watch her bake. I love that. But, okay, there's no goopy coming out of there. And no goopy coming out of this one. So let's see where the... goopy. No. No. It's not how I want it to be. I wish there was some goopy coming out of this one. There's goopy coming out of this one, but it's not the way I want my goopy to look. So there's some goopy. Yeah, goopy. I'm going to get this. You don't worry. Don't worry yourselves at all. I'm going to bring it back. My focus here is more so around here, the goopy, than the finger. And the pizza. Pizza. Little Theathers. I like these, though. They're really cool shots. Oh, that one's not. See, this is tough again with the backlight, but I think we can make this work. And these we probably could go black and white because... Wow. Where is all that saturation coming from? It's just the white balance has really screwed you guys. And by you guys, I mean me. You see that? Did you see how much changing the white balance took this from being a glowy McGlower just because the white balance was off? Now we're much better. No, don't need to do that. Let's see. I keep forgetting about this again. That doesn't do very... Well, this time I like it. Yeah, see, that time I like it. It's just subtle this time. It's giving me that light that I want on the side. I can't wait to print this stuff out. Meh. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll go with the color. Wow, look at that. Bring back the highlights in the background a little bit. I can live with that. All right. So I wanted to do some demonstrations here and show you guys something in the video. I'm like, okay, we're going to make her out of focus, and we're going to focus right here on the goop-de-goop, and we're on the goop-de-goop. We'll do both of those. This is at 3200 ISO. Goop-de-goop. Oop-de-oop. Whoop, whoop. That time I think we can do that, right? Anybody else agreeing? You shaking your head? Yep, we're going to do that. I like it. Yes. Yes. Hello. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your thighs. Your thighs have been eating cookies and cream. And I don't know what to do. And you can mute it if you don't like my singing. Just watch me edit the cookies and cream. Thank you. I'm here all week. And I don't know what to say. I like this. I like it with the extra I like the vignetting. Sweet. Then we got to the cooling rack stuff. Keep in mind, I did mention that we've got the clip always there, for the interviews. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, now we're using the light. So all the other stuff with the backlight is more difficult, but when you come to the front light, it's much better. Obviously, you can see the difference when we're using the light to get the shot instead of fighting the light. Like I was fighting it. I was punching it with my fists. What changed? 1/60th. No, not much, but that looks good. I'm just seeing what the orange is doing. And it looks like we did some portraits coming up. Uh-huh. Probably do that. See, there I split the difference. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. Yeah, I'm going to make this work in black and white also. I still like that drawing me in without it. There we go. There we go. It's in the eyes. Yeah. Don't worry about noise or grain. I don't employ any noise reduction other than what Lightroom already puts on there, which is minimal at best. I'm not a fan of taking noise out because it softens the image. And yes, you will see this when you zoom in. I guarantee when you print this out, you will not see that. Yeah, I like that black and white. Sometimes you just need both choices. Let's sync them up. Yeah, I'm loving that black and white. I'm loving that black and white. Nice job. That's nice contrast coming in. There we go. That's nice. Sync up these bad boys. Was again showing you guys making something out of focus in the foreground, even with the basic lens. Yeah, some of these are going to live black and white. They have to. Those can live in color. In living color, you can do what you want. Say what. I'm just gonna go with both options just because I'm feeling it right now. And I think I was feeling this one in black and white also, along with the color. Whatever. Not really sure I fully dig it, but I'll leave it. Yeah, this one could do it too, more so than the last one. Yes. Yes. Because there's really no need for the color in this one. Yeah. Yep. Cookies and cream. Crispy cream. Froggy Fresh. So she takes out just a little bit of the center and then puts some cream in there just like this. See, that was more like the color, by the way. Kind of looks like they're chocolate chip cookies on top, but they're not. Now we've got jimmies and sprinkles easies going on. Get the color right. There we go. I don't know how these are going to come back to life, but they're going to. Yep. I can dig it. Can you? I can dig it. Can you dig it? Yep. I like that one. I may have to go black and white, but that color is pretty sweet. Did I? Oh, I thought I caught it from, but that's actually right from there. I bet you that if you do lens correction, it's going to make it way too bright. Yep. I like to focus right on the hand there. There you go. That's slightly better. I can live with this too. Yeah, I can live with it. I like the color. I do like that color. The cupcake clock says it is 12 o'clock. No. Oh, it was after 2? No. 12. Which hand matters? The little hand, right? So it was almost 11 something. Shows you how often we use clocks. Or I use clocks. I'm not going to generalize everybody else and lump you in. These are basically the same photo. Now we go up top. Now I want to show you something here. Was it this one? I think I went ahead and, yeah, I did tweak it. Let's see. I just liked the color. I was able to get to this. So I'll show you the moves over here. You can see the moves I made. I did that one earlier because I wanted to see what it looked like. But I do think that's one of the best ones. But it's a nice little series. And don't think black and white. Then again, maybe it could work. Not so much there. Not so much that one either. This one. Don't worry. I'm going to brighten it up in a specific way. Holy shit. Yeah, getting the icing on top. Gotta go with the color. These I really liked. Yeah. Don't want to go too far with the don't need to make her too fakely bright, but that's nice. Yeah. All day. I like cupcakes. Hey, thumbs up if you guys like cupcakes. Please. Give me a thumbs up if you like cupcakes. Thank you for giving a thumbs up if you liked cupcakes. Oh, clarity. Clarity! Oh, that's gravity. Stay the hell away from me. Usually I have music on. I will listen to John Mayer while I'm doing this. I just like smoother, mellowy, focused music. Noise. Whoa, I was like, why are these so dark? This one was good. I ate one of these. Too much icing for me, though. I like icing to be chopped off right about here and then just smooth it out across the rest of it. That's my ideal amount of icing. Don't over sharpen. Because you see how when you over sharpen, it brings out all the noise? You know, you want to see more noise? Over sharpen it. I like it. I like it like that. No, I like that. Nope, too bright. Yes. Getting the sprinkles. Or Jimmy's. 1/100th of a second. Oops. I did hit previous, which I always forget to hit. That's really good because you see the sprinkles. Oh my god, it's so good. Super nice. And then here she is. Let me see if the other portrait is. I want to do this. I want to see if that's the exposure I want. Close. Now I know these are not at 4.2 because they're zoomed in, but should give us a pretty good starting point. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we don't need a ton of those. There we go. You guys can check out the eyes. Almost there. Get the color right. Let's pull a little bit of orangey out of the hand. Put a little more yellow back in. Then again, maybe not. Sharp somewhere in here. She had the cupcake on her wrist. I like that portrait. Oh. Nope. Much better. That's great. I really like this one. I really like this one a lot. Probably one of my favorite from the entire shoot is that one. Let's see what the black and white does. Yeah, I can live with that. I'm not living with that one. Boom. Yeah, I didn't go too nuts on the contrast. Yep. That's it. That be it, people. Let's go back to the beginning and red mark the reds. Reds are what I consider to be the ones that tell the photo story. I mean, this is fine. It's not the best. Nope, that one's better. Though, they're both good. Computer slowing down because I've got a screen flow that's been going on for 4 minutes. Kind of leaning, I like that black and white right now. I like that. I don't mind that, we brought that back. I like these contemplative ones in black and white. Goop de goop. Whoop whoop. This one's not as good as this one. I have more of the pan in there. Doesn't, just because I don't red it doesn't mean it's not all considered to be the best of the best. See the smile there? Either one is actually fine. I like this one because it has a spatula in it. This is not the best for telling a story, by the way. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm going to put together a book at Adorama Pix, probably going to use adoramapix.com/fro. that helps me if you guys use that link. It's an affiliate link. I get an affiliate commission when you check out, and even if you use my code or a code to get a discount, it helps me out. So what do we like better? Well, I think all three are good. They're all unique. There we got the jimmies. I love that portrait. That black and white's really nice too. Oh, killer cake, killer cake. 78 reds, man, and I got to cut that down even further to put together a photo book to give to her. But man, oh man, I'm gonna drop it off and we'll get a reaction. Maybe we'll do a reveal. Steven will go. We don't normally, well, we haven't been doing them, but that's it. That's editing, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Please subscribe. Please check out my Gear Vault. Please go to, what is it, AdoramaPix.com/Fro. If you're going to make any prints at AdoramaPix, that's kind of what I do. I make prints there. Metal, canvas, books, definitely books. If you haven't checked out the 5-minute portrait, go check out that 5-minute portrait, and that is where I'll leave it. Thank you guys very much for sticking around and watching this. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.